If you take a look at this water body, it's a lentic water body, meaning it is not flowing very fast. I mean, all water bodies move to some extent, but this is really slow, so it's not lotic. And you can see a good example of submerged vegetation and floating vegetation in the form of those water lilies. Now, submerged is never going to get out. It's still photosynthetic, it's still below the surface, so the water still does get light in that zone. As it gets deeper, much harder for plants like that to survive. That's actually one reason why seaweed of different color exists in different depths in the ocean, but this is fresh water. Then you have floating vegetation, which it's deep, so we don't have emergent vegetation in this pond, but we do in around the littoral zone, the coastline of the lake to my back, which I will show you in a second. But this floating vegetation obviously is above the surface of the water, but floats there. The photosynthetic part is not under the water like with the submerged or with the emergent, where it's both under the water and above the water. As promised, these are types of emergent vegetation. In this case, they're really not in much water at all, but they do come out of water. They grow in water, especially at times, and this is watery. It is a wetland. That is definitely true. And the soil is hydric and all that. And as I've said on other videos, this is Phragmites. So Phragmites is a type of emergent vegetation that you can find in a wetland. There are other types that are more in the water than this, but these guys do live in water. Now, the main part of these guys that is photosynthetic would be the leaves, but the stems are also. Anything that you see that's green on a plant is often photosynthetic, if not always. So this is our other example. It's not deep enough for floating vegetation. We do have some submergent vegetation. You're not going to see it well in this video. That is in this wetland as well. So I'm not going to try.